The fourth prestigious King of the Ring, Stone Cold Steve Austin, an incredible victory. Of course, that's the intro to the famous Austin 316 speech, but in today's video, we're going to be unboxing a figure that I've been looking for a very long time, and I finally picked him up for a really awesome price, and that is going to be Stone Cold Steve Austin, and this is the WWE Ultimate Edition. Now, before we unbox this, I want to say massive shout out to Vaughn Collectibles, in Williamsville, kind of the Buffalo area of New York. They have a huge selection of both AEW and wrestling figures. I'm going to try to see if I can leave a link to their Facebook in the description below, but if you are in the Buffalo, kind of western New York area, I would totally suggest going and checking them out. They have pretty much everything you're looking for, especially a lot of Ultimate Editions, so I was very glad to pick this up. And right now, if you do end up seeing this and you do kind of go over there, they do have a 20% off deal going on right now, and that is how I picked this up. So with all that being said, once again, thanks to Vaughn Collectibles, and I'll leave a link to their website or whatever it is in the Facebook in the description below, so be sure to check that out. But with all that being said, let's crack this thing open. I don't want to waste any more time than I already have, but yeah, I believe this is the first WWE Ultimate Edition that I've actually opened. I have the Bret Hart one where he has the leather jacket, but I kept that in the box. Hopefully I can get it autographed one day. But this one I had to take it out of the box. So I'm a little confused on how this packaging works. I'm just going to start kind of cutting and chopping at the tape that I can see, and we can hopefully get this out of here pretty quickly. So let's see, some tape up here. Make sure not to cut my fingerprints off. Let's see. Ooh, that was a dangerous one. Oh, okay. So that pops open there. Oh, had a little trouble with the camera there. Hopefully that doesn't fall over. And let's see. Oh man, this is really in there. Wow. They really kind of package this tight, but I think that once we get this top thing open, we should just be able to slide the figure out. So let's see if that's true. Oh, yes, it is. Okay, wonderful. And I usually kind of tear through these things, but for the most part, I think I kept that in pretty good shape, which means that I'm actually going to keep this box in case I ever wanted to, resell it to a comic store or something like that. And yeah, pretty decent. Heck, there we go. So yeah, put that on the ground there, and let's take a look at the man himself, the Texas Rattlesnake, Stone Cold Steve Austin. First off, we're going to flip it around and see if we have any of the little kind of plastic things keeping him. I'm seeing one right there around the wrist. Let's see if we can cut that off real fast. There we go. Boom. And then it looks like there's another one coming across his chest here. I'm not sure where that feeds out, though. Whatever. Let's try this. I'm going to pull that really tight up and then slash it. Beautiful. Wonderful. We should be able to pop him right out now. There we go. Oh, he had some stuff on his legs that I missed. Let's see if we can squeeze it out. Yeah, beautiful. With minimal damage to the figure, I guess. No, I'm just playing. Let's prop him up there, and we'll get all of these accessories out as well. So lots of sets of hands. Definitely really awesome. Pop all those out. Pointing ones, fisted ones, and then open-handed ones. We'll throw those on the black right there. And then what do we got? We have his Stone Cold vest, which is pretty cool. A little piece of plastic in the middle there. We'll get that out of the way. I did used to have one of these on an old Stone Cold figure, but my dog actually ate the vest. So I'm very glad to kind of have a new one, I guess you could say. A title belt here. I'm not sure what title this is. Let's take a good look at there. What does that say? What is that, Intercontinental? I'm seeing the globe, so I'm going to assume that's the Intercontinental or something like that. Honestly, I'm not super familiar with the belts, so I'm going to say Intercontinental World Champion. I don't know. We'll throw it down here. Pretty cool looking belt there, I will say. And then, of course, we do have an Austin 316 shirt. Super great t-shirt, not a cutoff, which is very awesome. These usually work really well, so I'll throw that over there on the white along with the vest. And then we have a Stone Cold baseball cap that is really cool to have, super awesome. A WWE mic. I will say, if I can get it out of there, these mics are kind of like big and clunky. I don't know, they just look a little too thick for me, kind of like the old WWE days from the toys. And then, of course, we have two more head sculpts. Let's get that out of the way. And these are the ones we're looking at. So we have the one here where he's kind of just like, doing that, and then a normal looking face, and then one here where he seems to kind of be laughing. So that's really awesome. 3 great representations of the Texas rattlesnake. And let's take a look at the figure here. So on the figure itself, he does come with his knee brace and the knee pads. I will say from the packaging, there's kind of a slight curvature to the legs. Maybe heating or through posing, I'll kind of be able to fix that a little bit, but there is a curvature. You guys can probably see that on the legs there. So that's a little bit of a downside, but I know that this figure has been, or was released a couple of years ago, so it's definitely been in the packaging for a while. A little bit of looseness on the butterfly joints, not super loose, I will say, but probably a little bit looser than I would have liked. It's all right, though. I definitely like the posability. You can bring those all the way back. Butterfly joints are so great for figures. I'm glad that a lot of these companies are kind of, integrating that into their figures. Back here on the tattoo looks great, but there's a little bit of a stain right there. Not really sure if you can get that out anyway. Maybe I'll work on that a little bit later. But overall, pretty awesome figure. I guess the really only downside is that curvature, but I think we can kind of alleviate that. He's got black wrist tape on. He's got his chain here, which I believe you can take off and put on. Well, yeah, obviously if you pop the head off. So overall, pretty awesome, pretty awesome. Let's see if we can kind of customize him a little bit. So let's pop this head off gently, and we'll take the chain off as well. We'll put that there, and what should we do? Well, let's start off with the vest here. The vest will probably look pretty decent, and now with these butterfly joints, I'm sure clothes will be a hell of a lot easier to put on. So let's see what this looks like on him. I might not put the head sculpt on just for the sake of time, but yeah, just for the torso, that looks really great. That looks super awesome, especially from the back. I love the Stone Cold look. Let's take this off and see how the t-shirt looks on him. Okay, so I just did a review over, so there's no Velcro, so you just kind of slide this over his person. All right, so let's throw his arms up then, and we're going to take this, and because I don't want to hit the camera, let's see if I can kind of slide these in here pretty well. There we go. That works. That works. Get his arms in each sleeve. Oh, come on, baby. There we go. Come on. Come on, Steve. Don't be doing me like that, slipping out of the tight shirt. Come on. There we go. There we go. Let's pull it down. And there's that shirt on him well. Sometimes because of the non-butterfly joints, sometimes the shirts can get like stuck under the armpits a little bit there. But because of the butterfly joints here, it doesn't really seem like that's that much of an issue. Let's find the a good head sculpt to put on. We'll just try kind of this neutral face. Ooh, that's a little bit of a pain to, what the heck? That is a little bit of a pain to get on. Ooh, I did not like the sound of that plastic creaking. Wow. That is a very difficult head sculpt to get on. Oh my God. I'm just going to try another one. I'll try to put the one he originally had back on. That one, wow. Very dangerous with these heads. Be careful. Do not break the neck peg. Oh my gosh. That was something else. All right. So we got that. Let's throw the microphone in his hand. There we go. Let's see if we can throw the chain back on over his head. And yes, we can. And let's see how this, I'm very excited for this hat. This hat is super cool. And that looks like it fits like a glove. There we go. He does have a big head, but that works perfectly. So there you go. Really awesome representation. Great accessories for this figure, I will have to say. Really awesome with the shirt, with the vest, the multiple head sculpts. This is definitely an Ultimate Edition. And then he obviously comes with the title belt as well. So I'm sure that I'll kind of get a more... with the bell and everything in the thumbnail, you guys will probably be able to see him a little bit better. But just for the sake of time, I'm going to leave it here. This is a really awesome figure. I'm so glad to have this in my collection. And I know very soon there's another Steve Austin coming out where he is wearing the jean shorts. And I will probably pick that up and kind of mix and match with this figure a little bit. So there you go, folks. Ultimate Edition Stone Cold Steve Austin. I am super glad to have this in my collection. An amazing figure, I have to say. And I believe Stone Cold is probably the most popular wrestler to have ever done it in the industry. I mean, I know there's Hulk out there and The Rock, but I feel like everybody, I mean, even my girlfriend knows who Stone Cold Steve Austin is. So great to have him in the collection. He's a hallmark of the wrestling industry, and I'm so glad that I get to have the kind of the top echelon of Stone Cold Steve Austin figures. So awesome, and thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Navigator. Have a nice day. Take care.